everybody, welcome back to another episode of Keto Kitchen Chaos with Jackie. So tonight I just wanted to show you a quick marinade recipe that I'm going to do. This is something I'm going to put on a pork loin, and then I'll have George grill it up in a few hours. So I just kind of wanted to show it to you. I wasn't planning on filming it, but then I thought, well, it's a little bit different. It's a cilantro pesto marinade, and it's a little different than your normal pesto. That is usually basil, but we're going to use some cilantro and a couple other things. So let me introduce you to our cast of characters today. Okay, and here they are, our cast of characters for tonight's dinner. So that's the pork loin that I have. That was in the freezer. It actually is a peppercorn one, so it has a lot of flavor as is, but we're going to throw this on top of it. You do not need to use a pre-marinated form of meat. Again, I've done this with chicken breasts, chicken thighs, plain pork tenderloins. This is just what I had in the freezer, and you know I like to use up what I have. So what I'm going to do is I have 2 tablespoons of coarsely chopped walnuts there on the plate, also 3 medium garlic cloves and 2 scallions that I've cut up. Then in the little dish there, that is about 2 cups of loosely packed cilantro leaves and their stems. Now, if you had some parsley, you could throw a little bit of parsley in there as well. I don't. This is cilantro that I bought at the store for another recipe, and I had leftover, and I thought, well, this is fun. I love this recipe, so we're going to do that. I also have a little bit of that pink Himalayan salt I like to use, and some pepper, and then some olive oil. So we're going to be putting all of this into the food processor, so let's go ahead and get that started. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to add our garlic, the scallions, and our walnuts to the food processor, and then I'm just going to pulse that a few times just to get it broken down, and then we'll scrape the sides and we'll start adding the other ingredients. All right, guys, so here is what the walnuts and the garlic and the scallions look like. We just did, like I said, a little rough chop on them just to start the process, and I'm scraping it down off the sides of the bowl. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get all that good stuff off of there. I'm going to throw in our cilantro. So I've washed this and had dried it, and I just put it in this container so that it made it really quick to do this marinade. Okay, so there's that, and then we're going to go in with a little bit of salt. So I'm going to put some in the palm of my hand. I'm sorry about the shadows. I know the light's not great over here. I'm working on that. So that's about a half a teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to do some fresh cracked pepper. I'm not going to do a lot, just a couple of turns, okay? And then we're going to put our top back on. All right, guys, I have this ready to go. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to start pureeing. Now, normally I don't like to make you listen to the sound of the food processor while I'm doing it, but we're going to have to add our olive oil to it while it's going, and so I want you to be able to see that. So I'm going to start the process, and then I'll show you whenever we add the olive oil. All right, guys, so I just let it go there for a few minutes, and this is what we have so far. This is looking pretty good. Just scraping it down again. And then the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to put it back into the food processor here, or put that back on. I'm going to put my lid on. This food processor is almost too big for that amount. So I have here my olive oil. So we're just going to be making a paste out of this. So again, I apologize that you're going to have to listen, but just watch. We'll try to do this pretty quick, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start it. And then we're going to add our olive oil. All right. Hopefully that wasn't too hideous for you. So let's go ahead and check it and see what it looks like here. All right, there we go. So it didn't, again, this is such a small amount. If I had a smaller food processor, it would have blended it a little bit better. So it's a little bit wetter than I want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and process this for a little bit, and then we're just going to pour that over our pork. So give me a sec. Okay, gang, here we go. So this is our marinade. We added, it ended up being about a quarter of a cup of olive oil to that. And then I took out the blades and I'm just stirring it up a little bit. And then I'm just going to pour that over my pork. And there you go. So I'll show you a picture of the pork whenever it's done after it comes off of the grill. Like I said, I just wanted to do this quick little video so I could show you a different type of marinade that you can use again on chicken or pork. So good luck with that. Yay, it smells really good, guys. Oh, I'm also going to taste it and see if I needed to add a little bit more salt to it. All right, there you go. All done. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you what the pork looked like before we put it on the grill. So this was, again, a pork loin that I cut in half. And then I cut it in half again. So there's some thin pieces. So we're just going to throw those on the grill probably about 5 minutes per side. And then I'll just show you what it looks like when it's done. I did taste the marinade when it was finished before I put it on the pork. It is delicious. I did add a little bit more salt to it. I also want to tell you that I kept some to the side because a lot of this is going to fall off on the grill, but we have extra so you get all the flavor. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Ta-da! And there we go. Our pork has been cooked. George did an excellent job. It looks beautiful. It smells amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'll slice it up and then I'm going to put some of our extra marinade over the top of it whenever I serve it. But I just wanted you to see what it looks like. Give me a moment and I'll taste it for you and we'll see if it's as delicious as it looks. Oh, guys, that is so good. Oh my gosh. It just, yeah, it's really good. You need to try this marinade. Like I said, really, really good on chicken. If you don't, it's getting cold. I made poor George go outside in the cold to grill this, but you could also just do this in the oven. You could do it in the, on a skillet. But yeah, there you go. So enjoy. We're going to go eat dinner because I just can't stand to look at it and not eat it anymore. So thanks for joining me tonight, you guys. Take care of yourselves.